This is a work of art.
In the eyes of others, this is an ordinary spoon, but in his eyes, it was a tool to escape from prison. Just rub the spoon back and forth on the sole. He can then get a guard to change it clean. While a prison guard was distracted talking to his teammate, he surreptitiously took a spoon. Take a closer look. In his hand were 2 spoons. When he gets back to his cell, he first put the matches in the metal box, then roll the spoon into 2 pieces, then disassemble the nail clipper, then use the file on the nail clipper. Slowly grind the coin into powder. Apply evenly to the fit of the spoon and nail clipper. Finally, light the match in the iron box. After a uniform heating, both ends are firmly welded together. A simple jailbreak tool is now complete. Then he removed the suitcase by the wall. After laying a rag below, use tools to slowly open the air vent. With the blessing of new tools, the wall was built with half the effort. So David kept cutting the wall every night, and then when the wind blows in the daytime, dump the excavated sand and stone outside. In a matter of days, a hole of the right size is complete, but the ventilation net is welded on the steel bar. He couldn't take it off with his bare hands, so he took advantage of the lack of attention. Take away a triangular wedge, but he was detected by the metal detector when he left. David saw the situation. He took it out on his own initiative and said to use it to make clothes hooks. This guard not only did not agree, but also searched his whole body. But the guard could never have imagined David's heel was hiding a wedge of the same, and that was just a cover-up. David placed the wedge in the right place, then the light end of the force, and took down the ventilation net easily. But the time is not yet ripe, because the guards will come to check the room at any time. To prevent exposure, David wet the newspaper with water, and knead it into a rectangle, and then use soil for bonding. Assemble into a special carton, then do some coloring. Just imitate a fake ventilation network. Then, he mixed the newspaper with the soil, fabricated a head form, coloring and then gluing the hair. Finally, use it to confuse the guards. When everything is ready, here comes the most stressful part. This man is going to break out of prison. He took off the ventilation net and put it aside, then climb up the vent pipe, then restore the ventilation network to its original state. And so he easily entered the drainage channel inside, then slowly grope up the pipe. But just then, a prison guard passes by David's cell. Look at the fake head lying on the bed. No abnormality found. The other side, David climbed to the top of the pipe to find there is an iron net above, and with his height he can't reach. However, when the guard passed by again, he found David still in the same position, so he asked David's cellmate, "David, why does he sleep so early?" The man said David seemed a bit unwell today. In the process of their conversation, this guard's baton was dropped on the ground, but even so, David is still lying there motionless. He suddenly felt that the situation was wrong, so he put his little hand in. Good thing David got back to his cell in time. That's how he was not discovered. Later, during the meal, David finds 3 like-minded cellmates because he alone cannot complete the prison break. After listening to David's sophisticated plan, the 3 joined him decisively. Late night, David and a teammate come to the drainage channel. They managed to reach the iron window, but even if he tried his best, the iron window is still intact. To open must find a way to get an electric drill. This teammate of David was confused. This is just a dream. However, in David's eyes, it was too easy. At an event site, he noticed a small electric fan. Wait until the end of the activity. He put the fan in the suitcase when no one was looking, then follow the crowd and prepare to leave. But he never thought the guards suddenly randomly check a person's suitcase. But David is not panicking at all. He even volunteered to conduct the inspection. Look at the cooperating David. The guards decided to check the suitcases of the people behind David. Late at night, they again followed the pipe to the roof of the building, used various tools collected, assembled into a simple electric drill. But when he just climbed up the bars, the accident happened once again. The man is going to break out of prison, but he had just climbed up the barred window. The guards then began their routine checks. When the guards were about to arrive, 2 people also noticed the anomaly. At a critical juncture, they returned to the theater in time and plotting the next move. The next night, they came to the roof again, then climb up to the iron window. Teammate handed David an iron bar. Gently pry open the iron window, and so they managed to get inside. Then took out a simple electric drill. Start to dismantle the iron nails above. Although the efficiency is a bit slow, the noise is relatively low. The problem will be solved soon. But just as they were preparing to take the final step tomorrow, the accident comes again. They don't know why the guards started checking every cell, even throwing David's quilt directly on the floor. Search carefully with metal detector. Then the warden entered the cell. After removing the suitcase, he found that the ventilation network was exposed. But David didn't panic at all. As expected, the warden did not see the clue. By the time the inspection is over, David realized the need to act now. Otherwise, the whole plan will be wasted. So at night, they went to the drainage channel. A man did not follow them out of prison because he was overly nervous and hesitated again and again. Too late to think, the 3 hurried to the top of the building. They climbed up with mutual cooperation, and so they came outside, bend over the searchlight of the tower, then climb down the pipe to the ground, managed to get to the prison's iron fence, facing the last line of defense. 3 people endure pain, climb up desperately. Soon they were over the iron fence. Then they went to the the beach. Take out the simple life jacket prepared in advance. Start blowing. In this way they managed to escape from the maximum security prison in the night.